Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these tea cakes. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to grab yourself a mixing bowl, and into the mixing bowl place in your strong white bread flour followed by the salt. Then mix the two together until they are combined. Once they are combined, you can then go ahead and add in the remainder of your other ingredients minus the fruit, so that'll be your yeast, your milk powder, your spices, sugar, then your liquids, which is your egg and your butter and your water. Then mix on a low speed to start with, working your way up to a medium-high speed. I always mix on low for around 2 minutes, then a further 6 to 8 minutes on a medium-high speed. Once you can see the dough is coming together, so after the 2 minute mark, you can then go ahead and add in the fruit and just mix this in until it's fully incorporated. Some people add it afterwards. I find that it doesn't get too crushed if you're using a fruit that's soaked, but feel free to add it now or later on. But you want the fruit to be fairly distributed throughout the dough. Then place onto a lightly floured surface and give a brief knead. This is just to bring it together before we put it in to do its first proof. So after you've done that, you can then place it into a lightly oiled bowl and cover with cling film and leave somewhere warm for around 45 minutes to an hour, or until the dough has doubled in size. This may take more or less time depending on where you are. Here's what my dough looks like once it's doubled in size. Remove the cling film and knock it back. This is just the process of removing the gases that are built up in the dough during the first proof. So just get as much of that out as you possibly can, and then you can start to process the dough straight away. It doesn't need any more time to relax or anything else. So to process the dough, you'll want to scale it at 130 to 135 grams per tea cake, and I like to normally scale all of my dough and then smooth and round them off, then place them onto trays, but for the purpose of the video I did two and then did the rest off camera. So you just process your dough, round it off, smooth it off, then place them onto a tray, cover with cling film loosely, and then you'll want to allow them to double or almost double in size, so they should be pretty close together. So they shouldn't batch up, but they will be very close to doing so. So here are what mine look like just before they went into being proofed. I just placed mine into an oven that has been on and it's been off for a while with the door open, just ever so slightly, and here is what they look like. As you can tell, they have definitely grown in size. They're not overproofed, they're just at the perfect stage. That's another thing to watch, is not to overproof the dough. And you can go ahead and place these into your preheated oven and bake them off. All that information will be in the blog post, which will be linked down below. So as soon as they're out of the oven, you'll want to take some warm apricot glaze and just brush it over the tea cakes to add a bit of a sheen, because they're not the prettiest looking, and it just also adds a little bit of texture and flavour. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog, and links to all my social medias. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.